The story of love to worship the tiger god. The legend of worship is still widely circulated in the Thanh Nghê Tin region as follows. During the king's time, Vietnamese people still wore loincloths, went naked, settled in the plains and midlands, practiced farming and hunting. In a certain village there was an old man from a poor family who worked hard all year round but still did not have enough to eat and could not build a house. He had to go to the forest to cut bamboo and bring it back to make a raft and set up a tent on the Lam River. Every day the algae bloomed there and took the ferry. Work for life. This area has many fierce tigers, they often catch people to eat. One day, a group of people went to the forest to farm and met 5 tigers sitting on a rock along the road, waiting for people to pass by to catch them. The old man who was supporting the raft on the river saw it and immediately shouted for the group to turn back. Hearing the noise, the tiger immediately chased and caught a person and tore him to pieces and ate him. That unfortunate person was the father of the old boatman. Another time, the old man rowed the raft and parked it on the river. A gray tiger waited for the old man to approach and then jumped into the raft to catch him. Unexpectedly, the bamboo raft was opened and one of the tiger's hind legs was clamped tightly. The more the tiger struggled, the deeper his leg sank and was scratched by the bamboo, bleeding profusely. The tiger roared in pain, disturbing the whole forest. The animals were all scared and ran away. Meanwhile, the old man was very calm, holding a knife in one hand and a torch in the other, came to the tiger and said, "If you come from the upper world to live in the lower world, how can you capture humans to eat? I am old and weak, I dedicate myself to you and from now on you do not kill people anymore." Saying this, he took a knife and cut the rope to loosen the cork and used ash soaked in kerosene to apply to the wound to stop the bleeding. The tiger was grateful, his hind legs knelt down, his front legs stood in gratitude for a long time before running into the forest. But then the gray tiger still often came to the roadside, where people passed by to catch and eat meat. One day the gray tiger pounced on the old man who was parked there. When he pulled the body to shore, he recognized his benefactor. The tiger regretted it and screamed loudly throughout the forest. The next morning, the villagers went to work, saw the old man's body on the side of the road and saw the marks, knowing that he had been mauled by a tiger. The villagers took pity on him, buried him properly and respected him as the local god of the village. At night, the gray tiger came to visit his grave, screamed miserably and finally died, turning into a stone next to the grave. Since then, animals have not come to destroy and the villagers have had consecutive good harvests. In particular, the gray tiger is worshipped and revered by the villagers as Mr. Tiger, god of the tiger, Mr. 30. The stone tigers placed in temples, shrines, tombs, are all in a kneeling position with their mouths wide open, recalling the above story. On the screen at the gate of the temple, people often place a tiger walking down bumpy stone steps. With that posture, the tiger represents the power of the Pluto world. People also worship the 5 tigers to symbolize the 5 directions. The yellow tiger in the middle is called the middle. The red tiger is the south, the green tiger is the east, the white tiger is the west and the black tiger is the north. All of them have the meaning of praying for rain and for all things to grow and develop. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.